Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I'm at Julius Kleiner Park today. I've got the DJI Mini 3 Pro and we're going to do a hyperlapse waypoint mission today, or a time-lapse waypoint mission, whatever you want to call it. So I've got the endurance battery in the little Mini 3, and of course that puts it over 250 grams, but that's okay because I've registered it under my Part 107. So you know, whether it's above or under, it doesn't make any difference to me in this particular case. However, let's just get this guy up in the air, and I just want to show you what you can do with that hyperlapse. You can get kind of a neat effect with it. So give me just a minute. Let me get everything set up. We'll get the bird in the air, and we'll do a hyperlapse waypoint. So I know I already set it, but let's get this bird in the air. Hey, okay, this thing is so fast to set up with the DJI RC. It's just amazing. And I'm in bright sunlight. I can see the screen perfectly. I just love that. And we have 29 satellites. So yeah, I don't see any reason why we can't take off here. Let's start a screen recording. There it goes. And I move that little screen recording icon over. So let's take a look at the safety menu real quick. And we are in bypass mode, which I want to be in. Sideways flight, disable sideways flight is off, as it should be. Return to home 35 meters, that's fine. We've got our max altitude set to the max, which is 120 meters. Compass is normal, IMU is normal. We can take a look at the battery, but I'm sure it's going to be good. Yeah, 4.16 on both cells, so we're good to go there. So yeah, no reason we can't take off. 4K 30 frames per second. I'm going to start recording now, and let's go ahead and get this baby in the air. Let's do an automated takeoff. And you immediately hear the chimes from the obstacle avoidance, and yeah, it tells us we're in an altitude zone. We know that. 150 meter zone. Max legal is 120 meters. I complain about that a lot. I don't see the point in that warning. But at any rate, we're not going to mess around bringing the bird in too close to us here, but I'll rock it back and forth so you can see that little gimbal in action. See how that gimbal works, and we'll move it around and do our droney here. So got some cars going by right now, but they're just by, so let's move it around the other direction here. And yeah, no reason not to do our droney reverse and up now. And I hit pretty hard on the up stick there because we got some trees back there, but we're well clear of everything. I'll go a little higher. Let's get up, yeah, 30 meters, that's good, a little over. So there we are. So that gives you a look at the park here. Let's pick that camera up to the rule of thirds there, get it right on the horizon. And you guys have seen this park before, but and it's a little bit windy out here today, but not bad enough that I think it's going to cause us a problem. So this is the park, and what we're going to do is we're going to set the waypoint mission kind of along the east side of the park here, and we'll start the waypoint mission. So that's going to take some time. So we'll quit messing around here and we'll get this guy going. So I'm trying to think how I want to angle the camera here. I want to catch the movement of the clouds, yet I also want to see what's on the ground here. So that's probably about right. So let's go ahead, and we're going to have to stop recording. So boy, the wind has really come up here. Stopping recording now. And we're going to click on the little film strip icon and at the top there, and we're going to scroll down till we get to hyperlapse. Click on hyperlapse. Like I said, some people call it time-lapse, hyperlapse, whatever. So you have 4 choices. You got free, circle, course lock, and what we're going to do is a waypoint mission. So pretty cool that you can do waypoints with this on a DJI drone, because they typically don't do that in video mode. This is the only way you're going to get a waypoint on this drone. So click down below, and now we've got the boxes with the plus, so we're going to set our first one. And then we need to move to, we're going to move sideways here. And one of the things that I noticed I did, I've actually tried this before, and I had some problems with the audio. So there's the second one. And we'll continue to move sideways here. And maybe rotate it just a little bit. And we'll click a third one here. And this is the waypoints that the drone is going to fly to. So in this case, the drone is going to pretty much be flying sideways. So let's get another one here, fourth one. And let's go, and boy, a cloud just came over the top of me, and truthfully, it's kind of welcome. And I'm moving the drone forward just a little bit. And let's set another one, there's 5. And then let's go sideways again. And maybe we can rotate the drone just a little bit on this one. And kind of look at, yeah, and it just told me we're in an altitude zone, which we know that. That's that 150 meter limit. So funny. I mean, when you can only legally fly 120 meters, I'm not sure why they do that, but they do. Okay, so we're going to hit number 7 right here. And then I'm going to kind of arc it around and point it kind of back towards us here. And we'll do number 8. And we'll call it good. There's number 8. And so now we need to get to the interval. And I notice, so normal sequence, I'm going to go, let's see, I guess 3 seconds is the smallest it'll let us do. So that's okay. I guess we'll have to live with that. I kind of wanted to get maybe more, but length, we want to go much more than that. Let's see if we can get a 15-second video here. So we click on that, that's going to give us 15 seconds, and that's 375 frames. So that's going to be a pretty, a lot of, it's going to take a lot of pictures. So let's go ahead and click on that check mark at the bottom. And nothing left to do now but start. So I'm going to click on the red button, the shutter button on the right-hand side. Yep, so it's going to come back to its first waypoint, and then it will set itself up and start. And we're at 83% battery, and that's kind of why you want this endurance battery, because you'll be able to, you'll have enough battery power to do what you need to do on this waypoint mission, because it's going to fly the whole thing. So, which, you know, it'll take it a little bit to do. It's telling us here, yeah, 18 minutes and 45 seconds to fly this. And of course, I won't make you guys sit through all of that. We will definitely edit out most of that. But yeah, let's see if it'll get turned around now. I can hear the drone right above me, and it's resetting the camera, and it should start. There we go. That's the first picture taken. So it'll slowly move around. So I am going to shut off the GoPro now while this thing goes through its motions. I'm going to continue to record audio with the DJI mic, which is really a handy deal. So yeah, GoPro off now. Okay, 125 shots down. We're a third of the way through. Okay, there's 250. That is 2/3 of the way through shooting this hyperlapse. It says it's got roughly 6 minutes to go. And we are at 50% battery, so we're in great shape. Okay, we're about 20 shots away from completing this Hyperlapse Waypoint mission. So we're at 360 shots now for a total of 375. Once it completes and takes those last shots, it will then stitch all those shots together into a hyperlapse video, and that then is on, yeah, it's telling us that shooting is nearing completion, and that will be on the micro SD card on the drone. So, you know, we've got 36% battery, so again, that's a good reason to have that high endurance battery, is it allowed us to do a long hyperlapse here. And so, you know what, when we're done here, we're 3 shots away, we'll probably just do a little flight. Why waste battery, right? So there's 375, and it has begun creating the video, and it says right on the screen here, as you can see. And we've been in the air flying, well, since I started the screen recording, that is, for almost 27 minutes. And if you look at that, at the little shutter button on the right-hand side, it tells you the percentage. It's 20-some% through stitching it all together. So that's kind of cool. So we're just going to leave the drone sitting there while it does that. And once that's done, we'll start recording again, and we'll maybe we'll just take a little flight over the ponds here at the park, and we'll bring it back to us and land it. Just a phenomenal piece of tech. So to have this kind of flight time, you need a drone like this with this battery in it that has this kind of flight time, or I would say the Mavic 3, you could do the same thing. And you know, it's a fairly windy day today. This drone, we've had no wind warnings, nothing. We've had some pretty good gusts of wind come up, but you wouldn't know it because of the drone. 76%, so it's almost complete. I don't want to fly the drone around until it's complete. I want to give that little processor on that drone time to do what it needs to do. And again, I sure like this DJI RC controller. It's just given me such a great view of what's going on. I suspect my iPhone would have been dimming by now. 96%, almost there. And there it is. And it says it created it, so we're good. So let's go ahead and we're going to go back into video mode here. Maybe, yep, there's video mode, and I am going to start video. And so we're back in business here. Let's go ahead and let's just fly straight forward here. Maybe grab a little altitude. I had just a little bit of chop on FPV there, not much. Right down below here, that is an Idaho memorial. That's a memorial to our fallen soldiers, those that have paid the ultimate price for their country and the state. And then you guys have seen that sculpture before, 3 of those sculptures in this park. This is just such a beautiful park. I tell you, they did... Meridian did a good job on this thing, and they do stock these ponds with fish, so you'll often see people fishing at these ponds. 28% battery, so we're still in pretty good shape here. And we'll start coming back our direction. Pick up that camera just a tad. Mostly here, I just want you guys to see this park. It's you know, I just think, especially this time of year when everything's green, you'll see me flying here almost any time of the year. So let's, I'm going to kind of move sideways here so you guys can kind of take a look at the, I guess you'd call this kind of the center court of the park. And that's where there's a statue of Julius Kleiner in the middle of the park there. You can see it right there, just roughly in the center of the screen there. Yeah, we'll keep moving sideways here. And let's see, we're down to 26% battery, so let's, discretion is the better part of valor. Let's bring this guy home. No point in pushing it too hard, but you know, did the hyperlapse and then gave you guys a look at the park here. So, and there I am off in the corner over here, right there. Let's just fly it back to us here. And this little drone doesn't take long to get back to us. This is one of the most powerful of the mini drones. The one that's even more powerful is the FIMI X8 SE. I flew that the other day and I had it up over 18 meters per second. Let's bring that camera straight down, and let's drop this guy straight down and see if we can get it on the pad. That's a challenge for me, as you guys know. So we're getting close here. I'm going to put it in cine mode. And the drone is squawking at us because it sees us here. Obstacle avoidance sees us. Let me straighten it out just a little so I can kind of get my bearings. Move sideways just a little. Oh, too much. You know, it's hard to get it exactly, but that's going to be pretty darn close. Okay, we're going to go straight down on that left stick. Straight down. And it looks like it moved off to the side a little bit. I adjusted it some. Yeah, so we're off. We're not even on the pad. We were off on the left and below. Yeah, you guys would have seen that on the screen if I wasn't standing in the way. I was probably standing right in the way. Let me get everything shut down and we'll do a quick conclusion. Stop recording. Remember to do that. And I'm stopping that screen recording. Maybe. Yeah, and that gave me the chime there. And you want to do that, and that ensures that those video files are closed out and they're saved to the SD card on the controller and the video on the drone. Hey, okay, the DJI Mini 3, what a phenomenal little piece of technology this guy is. I mean, that worked out really well. We were able to take it up. We were able to fly the drone to its various waypoint positions. We set up those positions on the app and then engaged the Hyperlapse waypoint mission. The drone flew back to its starting position and then very slowly and methodically went through and took 375 photographs and stitched them together into a hyperlapse video, which you guys will have already seen, but I will show it to you again right now. So that's pretty cool. I thought that turned out quite well. And just a little bit of the genius technology that DJI puts into this little mini drone. It's just, I just can't get over the amount of technology that they packed into this little guy. And it's a pretty windy day. The drone was just fine. We had a tremendous amount of flight time. I didn't look at our total flight time, but it was a lot. I mean, it was well over, I'm gonna guess probably around 35 minutes or so, and we still had battery life left. So anyway, that is just one of the things that you can do with this drone. And so I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you found it useful. And take your Mini 3 and go out and fly some hyperlapse waypoint missions. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, of course, I appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And yeah, we will see on the next one. The DJI Mini 3 Pro, just an impressive little drone. See you guys later. Bye now.